Hello folks, and welcome to the final day of our Jersey holiday. So guys, yes, it's the final day. It is now just coming up to 10 o'clock. We've been kicked out of our hotel room, so to speak, and having a bit of a stroll around, but actually found this bay not far from the castle. I will spin you around in a moment, guys, so you can have a look where we are, but this is the final day. Well, not even a full day. Just going to chill out for a few hours, and then got to go back to the hotel, pick the coach up. So yeah, final day. Where did that time go? You?
I know. So
just
quick.
flew by, didn't it? Yeah, beautiful, absolutely
Beautiful.
lovely place to go. Weather was absolutely fantastic, apart from Wednesday, but that didn't really spoil anything. Anyway, guys, I'm going to spin you around and let you see what we're looking at. The sea is quite a way away, so Karen might go and have a paddle. You don't think so? I might.
I've got my shoes off.
She's got her shoes off. We're about to literally sat on the edge of the beach on these weird things. Look at these weird things, look.
It's sort of
weird things, though. I'll show you.
You can walk to the castle now, but obviously this will be
one of them duck things coming back. Anyway, guys, I'm going to spin you around so you can see what we're looking at. So there you go. That's the castle. It's actually closer than it really looks. That's one of them duck things right in the middle picture, but as the tides are way out. And that sort of structure in the middle of the picture, that's like they're calling that a lake. I think the idea being back in days gone by, it would have filled with seawater when the tide ran out. And allegedly this beach was actually used as the first airport.
It's an airport, yeah.
Because the sand's quite hard and compact, which we're going to find out in a minute. But look at these weird sort of, it's like a breakwater. Look at that, that's weird sort of breakwater type thing. And they are hollow inside, just to let the water back out, I suppose. But there you go, guys. Can't take any photographs because all the cameras are all packed away, so all the vlogging now is going to be on the phone. But there you go, we're going to have a walk on the beach. There's one of them duck things coming back. So guys, we're going to have a little stroll on the beach. I haven't turned you around yet to show you where we are, but I will do that. But we're going to have a little stroll along the beach. We've got to be a little bit careful where we go, because a few places it's a bit softer, but we're just sort of following a bit of a path. So, ooh, a bit crinkly here. So I'm going to turn you around and show you where we're heading for. Sorry, you probably went out of shot then a bit because I'm looking at the views and not looking at the phone. But anyway, guys, let's spin you around and see what we got. So guys, the video is going to be a little bit shaky because I'm on my phone, not the GoPro, but this is where we're heading. And now probably going to get this wrong, but I think that's supposed to be Elizabeth Castle. But there's so many castles on the island, different types around the coast, and we visited quite a lot of them, but this might not be Elizabeth Castle, but I believe it is. So we can walk to it now whilst the tide's out, but got to make sure the tide don't come back in before we make our way back. I don't know how far we're going to get. It's quite muddy and damp there, so we've got to stay away from that. What's Karen doing? Oh right, I don't think we should be walking on that bit, 'cause that's quite muddy. I think it's alright this side, but as long as we stay on this causeway, as long as we stay on this causeway, we'll be alright. Not sure whether we're going to go as far as the castle. We'll just see how we feel. We've got sort of 4 hours to find things to do before we've got to head back to the hotel. But anyway, I'll bring it back a little bit closer. So guys, we've reached the end of the yellow brick road, which is the concrete brick road. There's the castle. Not sure whether we're going to go in there or not. We'll make our mind up. As we're here, just to sort of spin round. I think that's where Corbier Lighthouse will be, around that corner somewhere.
You could just see it on the end.
And just spin round, and that's where we went yesterday, St Albans Bay. And that's where we just come from. Just see the duck thing backing out, so that's heading this way. And carry on round, and that's where the harbour is, where the ferry will be when we're getting picked up a little bit later on. So guys, you've decided to have an actual walk round Elizabeth Castle. But what we did find out was that the causeway that we walked in would have been covered in about 25 minutes from our arrival. So we'd have literally had to have turned round and walk straight back. So we decided to visit the castle, and the entrance fee also includes a return trip, because otherwise we'd have literally had to have come in and walked in and walked out sort of thing. So we decided to have a walk around the castle, which is a bit of a bonus. So here we are, a good viewpoint of the castle, guys. It's a sort of a bit of an unplanned, very unplanned, but it was the fact that we couldn't have walked back because the tide's coming in, although you don't look that well now. So that path that we walked over is due to be completely submerged in about half an hour, which, given where the actual sea is at the minute, it's a bit of a tall order, but I'm sure it will be covered, but we'll have to keep an eye on that. But not that it matters, because we are going back by that weird thing. It's a duck, I think it was a sort of Second World War amphibious vehicle, but anyway, that's what we're going back by. But look at them views behind us. Look, first see that one there. Oh, that's Karen, that's an excellent view. Best view of the holiday, that, isn't it? See that? There we go. Excellent view in the corner, actually. Whoa. Best view of Jersey. That's a Jersey sea nymph, that.
That's not a Jersey cow.
I didn't say that. Yeah, but they're supposed to be pretty, Jersey cows.
Long eyelashes.
Long eyelashes. No, that counts you out then. I won't mention anything about the others. Anyway. I didn't say that, did I? I didn't say that at all. I'm going to edit that out. Not really. Anyway, guys, yeah. So I'm going to spin you around a better view of the actual harbour. This is going to be wobble vision because it's on the phone, but I'm going to give you a quick view of the harbour entrance. So I believe that's a harbour entrance just in the middle of the picture. I think that's where the fast cat will come in, and we'll be going out a bit later on. And that's a overview of where we walked. You can probably see the path. Let's walk this way a bit. That's the path winding its way back.
Morning.
I said good morning!
Good morning!
And invalid is a soldier who has been injured in battle. I was talking to Bucket. And it does mean that I cannot run very fast now. But the British Army do not throw us on the waste heap of life. No. They do say you are part of the invalids now, and you will come to a castle, and you can still do a job. Although you cannot march on a battlefield, you can still fire a musket, and you can defend the castle. Shoulders back! in order to get a nice straight line, we might come forward. Shuffle, 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 come on. Look at that line, look at that line. Drop. In order to get an even line, what we do is, I can show you. If we is in the line, stand there, attention, and by your side. If we want to have the same gap, we put our hands in his head. No, no. We get our arm and we touch his shoulder. Now, if we were too far away, we'd move across. If we was too close, we'd move the other way. Okay? Shuffle, shuffle, come on, shuffle, 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 shuffle. That's good, that's good. Stand up, yes. Okay, arms down. Then we're going to learn to turn. I'll put it that way. If we're going to turn, we're going to turn to the right. And it's a smart quarter turn. Try not to fall over. Have a practice. Excellent, back to the front. Good. And if I said about face, half turn. Try not to fall over on your face, okay? About face! Ooh, very nice, very nice. About face! What did you do the other? Oh, Frank! Now, we're going to do a little bit of a march. It's not good, we will be doing this for the next 4 hours. You thought you'd pay to come to the castle. We're going to do a little march, round here and come back. If it is good, should I fire the musket again?
Yes.
Yes.
That'll be good then, hasn't it? Right. Now I'm going to tell you to face over to the right, like this. We do know our right and left foot, do we? You know your right and left foot? Would it help if I stamp on your left foot? We're going to do a march, and when I do hear you say, what? Yeah. When you hear me say halt, you halt. That face. You don't want to go too far. Halt. About face. Yes. Right. Back to the front. Attention! Lots of shouting goes on. Don't smile. Quarter turn to the right. Right. We is going to march now by the, you know which is your left and your right? By the left, march. A left, right. Just move. Just stop. Halt. Come back here. All right, let me just explain about marching. When we start marching, I'm going to say by the left, march, and you're going to go off on your left. Everyone know their left foot? Do I have to stamp on your foot for you to know? And when you march, you will march like true British soldiers. What? You will not march like the French. You will not march like the German. No, let's not do that. You will march with an easy gait. He's always one, isn't he? Attention! Turning to the right. By the left. March. Left. Right. Left. Right. Left. Right. Left. Right. Left. Right. Left. Halt! Turning towards the opposite quadrant. Bam! March! Left, right, right, halt!
I think your husband's done this
Turning
before.
towards the gymnasium. Wait for it.
Quite a while ago.
Turning. And marching. Left, right, left. Why do we let it go in the front? Halt! Right, you lot are dismissed. We have to shoot someone now. Oh no. apparently you want me to fire my musket again at Frank. Now that would be unfair. Right, from our satchel. We half-cock our musket. We open up the cartridge. Bite, tear, spit. We put some gunpowder in the pan. We close the pan. We reverse the musket and we pour the gunpowder down the barrel. We do this in a sequence so that when the French froggies are coming, we don't get out of sequence, we do it wrong. All the gunpowder goes down the barrel. We then take the musket ball, put the musket ball down. We then take the paper, and the paper helps to seat the musket ball and the gunpowder. If we do not do this and compress the charge, the musket will go like a firework, but we want it to go bang. We now have a live musket. Have a care! I will be firing this musket after the count of 3. 1, fully cock the musket, cover your ears. 2, take aim at seagull. 3, fire. Sometimes it doesn't work. This is 18th century stuff. When the flint starts to get dulled, it does not always work. And when it doesn't work, I die. Try again. Have a care, I'm going to try and fire this musket. Fully cock the musket. Take aim. Fire. And that is why I did not look down the barrel to see why it wasn't working. It can go off at any time. It is dangerous. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. If you'd like to come across to me,
so you can see the tides come in, cause you can see the vehicle in the middle of the picture, and that's where we walked. So as you can see, the causeway is completely covered now. It's about in the middle of the picture.
I'm going to big cat. Can we go now?
You can see the Norman's building, the yellow one.
Where's the yellow building? Let's go down the steep road.
So guys, as you can see, the path has completely been submerged, but that's where we walked. All the way along there is where we walked, keeping it straight. Which is now completely underwater. Over to there. And we got the amphibious vehicle back. That was something we didn't plan doing today. So guys, we're on the ferry. It is just come out at 5 o'clock, so be supposed to be departing at 5 o'clock. I've got my doubts, but we're on our return voyage on the ferry, waiting to go back to Poole. So sort of is really the end of the holiday. So guys, as you can see, we're back home. It's 1:30, yeah, about 1:30. So we arrived back home in the wee small hours of this morning. Actually, we walked in our front door at dead on 2 o'clock. So just a quick update of our journey back before we continue with what we did yesterday. So everything went swimmingly, as it were. We got picked up at the hotel, got on the ferry, absolutely no problem. Relatively simple journey home, if you like. The problem sort of started when we got into Poole. So when we docked into Poole, now bear in mind guys, remember, we actually were on the earlier ferry. I think I might have mentioned that, but anyway, if I didn't, we were actually on the, well, we were on the later ferry, which then they made slightly earlier, if that makes sense. But anyway, so we were due, it's about an hour and a half earlier than what it was initially planned for. Anyway, so everything went fantastic until we got into Jersey, and then we docked. Everybody then started to disembark. That's a good word. Is that what you do when a dog loses its voice? Disembark. Shut up. So we all sort of got and made our way down the stairs to get off the ferry, and we ended up on the sort of, you come down the side of the car deck, and then there we stopped. All the cars were coming off, they were letting all the cars go by, zoom, 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 and there we stood and we stood and we stood and we stood, probably for the best part of 20 minutes or longer, with no explanation. Even the people that were seeing the cars off the boat didn't have any idea to why there was this massive hold up, because when we were at the other end we just all went off. Anyway, so eventually, so I'm just going to have a swig of my coffee. Oh lovely, oh look, chocolate hobnobs. Should I dip my chocolate hobnobs? Probably not. Anyway, so eventually we got off and went through sort of, I suppose what we would call customs, and everybody else went through, but me and Karen got singled out, so we had to show our bags, which is no problem. Then that took a bit longer, then we sort of made our way out and got on the coach. Very good, coach was there, absolutely fantastic, and off we left Poole Harbour. So We must have been going for probably 3/4 of an hour. Going through Poole and all the sort of like suburbs of Poole, got onto the sort of dual carriageways, and I can't remember the number, out of Poole going, and I think it was sort of Ferndown, if anybody knows that area. We were sort of up through Ferndown heading towards Ringwood, and at that point see all these blue flashing lights in front, come to a roundabout, and that road was completely blocked off. So there's a policeman there stopping the cars, so he came in and spoke to the driver, and basically on this stretch of road, it wasn't particularly long, I don't think, there'd been some accident and it had been closed both ways. So the problem was, because we were in a coach, the other route, that the sort of routes that cars could have took, they all had a 7.5 ton weight lift. Well, with all the fried breakfast we were having, we were going to be over 7.5 tons. So basically we had to go all the way back into Poole, then into Bournemouth and all around that sort of area, and we ended up basically at the other end of this road that was blocked off, which was then still blocked off. So that sort of added 3/4 of an hour to our journey. Of course, the driver then had to phone ahead because all the taxis and other feeder coaches had to be delayed. So that was the journey home. We arrived home here at just gone 2 o'clock. Just basically chucked all the suitcases in and went to bed. Unfortunately we couldn't sleep, so we actually got about 5 hours kip. So this morning we've been up, gone and collected the caravan, gone shopping, and also collected the cats from the cattery. So they're now crashed out somewhere fast asleep. One's up in the tower over there, so I don't think we'll be disturbed much today. So that was the journey home. Right, so Friday, which was yesterday, we had an absolute, well, a bit of an unplanned day, guys, as you'll see by the photos. So of course all this was packed away, so it was all done on our smartphones, but I just wanted to give you a quick update of what we actually did. I know you'll see the photographs, but I want to sort of put some context into it. So the basically, because we were just left for sort of about 5 hours to our own devices in St Helier, so we had a wander around, and then we sort of shot up some side roads that we'd never been, just done some exploring, just sort of, I suppose, just, I won't say killing time, but yeah, I suppose it is. And then we ended up at the waterfront. Now along the waterfront, I don't know if I've mentioned it, there's these amphibious vehicles, I think they were ex-military, ducks were they called. So they take you over to Elizabeth Castle. But here's the thing, the tide was out. So you can walk across the causeway. So what we're going to do? Well, I don't know, let's walk. So Karen wanted to go on the beach. She likes to sort of always get a beach. Unfortunately, she didn't get to have a paddle, which was a bit of a shame. But anyway, so well, let's just walk across the causeway. So we walked across to the castle, and I suppose probably a mile, I don't know, something like that. Following this little path, you'll see the photographs anyway. Got to the castle, went into the castle, and went into the entrance, and it was, well, should we have a look or shouldn't we have a look? And we thought, well, while we're here. But here's the problem. Now bear in mind, we were on the castle at, it was about 11:45 time we'd got across. And there was a sign up that the causeway would be completely submerged by basically 12:20. So we would have effectively half an hour to get back. Or we got to go by the duck. So we thought, well, as we're here, oh, that sun's a bit bright, a bit overexposed. The sun's come out. Yes, I do apologise for the overexposing, but I think, I don't know, I might better try and say, would you reduce the level of the exposure just a tad? Let's see what that does for us. So drop the exposure down a bit, guys, that might so I'm just looking at my tablet. I can adjust the exposure on my tablet. A little bit better, might be too dark now. Anyway, so we basically had a walk around the castle. Really done, you know, found some interesting things. There was an enactment where this guy was firing a musket, but you're going to see all this. I'm not going to go on too much about it. It's just really an update. So we did that, walked back to the sort of entrance where you catch this machine, made our way back to St Helier. Now this is where things probably started to go wrong. So there's the plan. So the hotel does some fantastic bar meals. So we thought, well, that's all right. We'll go back. There's something on the menu that Karen wanted to sort of try, which sounded very interesting. Well, I thought we'd go back and have a bar meal. So by the time we got back to the hotel, it must have been 2:30, 3 o'clock. Much to our disappointment, the bar meals had stopped at, I don't know, 1:30, 2 o'clock, something like that. Anyway, so we couldn't have a bar meal. Luckily, on the way back to the hotel, there's a big co-op. So we went in there and bought snacks for the journey home. So that's basically what we did. Then we just sat in the hotel until the coach picked us up. So that was our sort of last day, which was absolutely brilliant and done something we hadn't planned to do. So that's the end of our, or Karen's epic adventure to Jersey. Really nice place. I'd go back, but I think you'd need longer there, perhaps a week, even 10 days to actually sort of get the full benefit. And although the trip on the Monday, the island trip on the Monday was really good, problem was I just didn't, you know, it was 10 minutes here, a quarter of an hour there, on and off the coach, trying to get the camera in and out, and it was a bit difficult from a photography point of view, not, you know, not knocking the island tour, because it was brilliant. Anyway, yes, if you get a chance to go to Jersey, I would recommend it, and I would recommend actually going on an organised coach tour, because at least it takes the pressure and the stress out of driving and getting the car on the ferry and all that. So that's the end of our epic adventure to Jersey. Hope you've enjoyed the set of videos that will be up after this, because I've now got to go through and do all the photos and the videos. So I hope you've enjoyed, or will enjoy, the 4, 5, 6 videos that will hopefully materialise from this. So normal service will be resumed in September when we're away in the caravan. So whilst on that subject of September, I'll pose you a question. So the last September, or the last holiday we did in the caravan, I didn't actually do any sort of vlogging. It was just photographs. So there's the question: would you guys like to see a proper holiday vlog in September, warts and all, as they say, or would you just want to see photos and videos of places that we've been? I can do a full proper vlog. Is vlogging such a thing these days? I don't know. So or would you rather see photographs? So answers in that little special box below. Anyway guys, enough of this waffle. So we're going to I've got to get this done and dusted, because Karen wants to get the washing machine going and get all the holiday clothes washed. So and I've got to put all the stuff back up in the loft. Anyway guys, I'm waffling on, so I hope you've enjoyed this little Jersey adventure, and we will see you on the next adventure, wherever that might be. Until then, bye bye for now.